the necessary funds. It's going to be your task. In as much as we push for proper disbursements and accountability and the utilization of the little funds we have, we must push for these funds. We have been affected by COVID. Our revenue sources have been affected. So we have not actually in the budget provided for new taxes, because all the businesses in Kampala are not doing well. Now our eyes are on the central government to provide for those funds. The Kampala Capital City Model Urban Transport Plan, the infrastructure is still the transport system is in a solid state. The Kampala Education Master Plan, the multi-hazard risk and vulnerability profile, because under SDG 11, we have to make a Kampala resilient city, the sustainable city by 2030. The Kampala Capital City Road Safety Strategy, this one we passed with the support of Bloomberg Philanthropies. We are very grateful to them. The Kampala Disaster Risk and Climate Resilience Strategy. And then there are issues to do. Now I've already talked about Weyonji and so on and so forth. Now let me talk about accountability as I come to the end of my address. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have a very, very big challenge. We inherited lots of debts which are still staggering, and we are struggling to service those debts. And as we talk right now, we are faced with threats of garnishing our accounts, and they are being frozen, and many other things are being done. So we need to deal with this. Every time I get an opportunity like this, I don't do injustice to myself to mention that I am one of those creditors. That this institution owes me roughly 1 billion Uganda shillings. And if you see me joining the list of the creditors who are freezing your accounts, don't get be surprised. Then frugality and so on and so forth. Equity and social justice, I've already talked about this. We have to be fair to the people of Kampala. There are a number of instruments we need to make to ensure that the people of Kampala are treated well, even those in slums. We need to have those instruments in place that will regulate trade order, but in a fair and equitable manner. That's important. The details are there. The other area which I need also to mention is the infrastructure development. I think in the region, if not the entire continent, we are the worst when it comes to roads. Kampala is a pothole city. We have a total network of roads of 2,100 kilometers, but what is paved is less than 1,000. To be exact, roughly 616 or 700 with the addition of the new KID projects. The little interventions we are getting from African Development Bank, there are a number of roads we are going to construct in this town, which have been already put in the pipeline. And of course the JICA project of the flyovers, but the rest of these roads are in a very deplorable state. There is no way we can deal with the question of congestion of the city unless we construct roads. So I implore you members, we get to deal with this. As a sports lover, I cannot leave this podium without inviting you to support our mighty club KCCFC. Today we are playing, I think, we are playing Express. We have quarterfinals. Yes. As the patron, our club needs a lot of support. I'm pleased to inform you that at least we launched the reconstruction of our stadium in Rugogo. I had the opportunity of visiting yesterday. I don't know in which capacity. Before taking this oath, I was there to inspect the construction, and I was impressed with the progress. But we need to do more. We need to promote Kampala as a hub for investment, and we must develop it as a waterfront city, given its proximity to the biggest water body within the region, that is Lake Victoria. And we have already been guided in that particular regard. Last, the two messages. One, to the central government. We know, I know, rather, we all subscribe to different political formations. And there is a high propensity of the central government overrunning us. Because, as you all witnessed here, majority of the councillors subscribe to NUB, others to FDC. I hope that will not invite the wrath of the powers that be to one way or the other frustrate our efforts of transforming Kampala into a modern city. These are the state leaders who have been elected. My call to the central government, particularly General Kaguta Museveni, to respect the will of the people of Kampala. RCC, I say this without blinking. It is a challenge we are still facing.
This one here.
The will of the people must be respected. The Lord Mayor does not subscribe to NRM. And I don't think I will ever in my lifetime join NRM. But I've been elected by the people of Kampala. So, RCC, I've been elected by the people of Kampala. The councillors here have been elected by the people of Kampala. I think we respect the will of the people, accord us and give us what is required to transform Kampala, including adequate funding. To the councillors, the message is very clear. You are my friends, we are colleagues. Mutual respect is what I request of you. And to understand our limits, our roles, and to keep within our lanes. KCCA is a multifaceted institution. You have the road mayor, you have the ED and the technical team, you have the whole department of clerks, you have the RCC, you have the mayors, you have what? There is a tendency of councillors staggering along the way. I'm sorry, if you move in a zigzag form, and some of us know you don't blame us. I want to underline that. Stick to your lane. Know your limits. Don't move zigzag. Get yourself acquainted with the provisions of the law. Get to understand what your roles are, what you should be doing. But there's a tendency of councillors saying, what is the road mayor doing this? I should also be doing the same. I kept on reminding the councillors who were here before you that the papers that brought us here are different. I kept on reminding, I was constrained to do so because you see councillors going beyond the boundaries. I want to emphasize that point. Stick to your lane. Get to know your limits. And get to understand, and there we shall respect one another. I've been here before, as you know. I've been here, and I think I'm the longest serving mayor of Kampala. There was Wamusimbi, Mpanga, who served because there were no elections during the 70s. But I'm the only one who has been elected several times. I can say I've seen it all. I was here as a member of parliament before. I was replaced by Honorable Sereba. The council here was predominantly DP. I had my issues with the DP. We fought and fought and fought. And whatever happened is history. Then we got another set of councillors, 2011, 2016, who were predominantly NRM. And I was road mayor. I had my issues with them. They went even to the extent of impeaching me. And I had to go to court and fight back. What happened, you all know. They were never returned. So 2016, 2021, they brought FDC overwhelmingly. I must admit I've also had my issues with them. But now the results are saying it's the no turn. We accept that and we respect that. But it's a challenge to you. Watch your steps. Move cautiously. Don't think of enriching yourself overnight. If that is your ambition or mission. Secondly, I'm a football lover. I want to conclude. I'm sorry I've taken a lot of your time. Those of you who are my age mate, I think you know one player called Isaac Ankada. Which team was he? Was Express FC. He's reputed for having been, I think, the roughest player of all time. I don't know who can beat his record. He would clear the ball together with the leg if you tackled him the wrong way. Let us not be Nkadas. The message I'm putting to you, I am the most amiable person. I'm a gentleman. But if you tackle me the wrong way, I can be a Nkada. I want to make that statement very, very clear. If you tackle me the wrong way, I can play a Nkada. Let us break a war. My colleagues, the councillors, let us break a war. Let us advocate CFC or of Arsenal, but let us not go into a rough play. Let us respect one another. With those remarks, because I could have said quite a lot, I could continue and continue and continue. Mbasaba basebo ne banyabo ngamaliriza. Tukolere abantu kye tusokola. Tubenga tuwangana ekitiibwa. Tubenga amateeka tugateekamu ekitiibwa agafuga ekitongole. Tubenga tukola ebyo bye tweyamye okukola. Nga ne central government tugigamba nti ekibuga kya opposition kibalonze. Let that be respected. Ekyo kiweebwa ekitiibwa. Balonze bakansala ba majority banno. In total we are 54. Actually, to give you just a few statistics, I'm sorry, in less than a minute, so that you get the statistics to understand it. It's important this I bring it out to you. Here we are 54. In Kawempe, we are 86. Rubaga 96. Nakawa 90. Central Division 42. Machinge 90. Total 458 political leaders, councillors here in Kampala. That's a big number. And compared to other cities, I'll tell